Thank you. And thank you, Secretary Vilsack, for being here today. I'm very proud and happy to get the chance to serve as the representative for the Kansas 3rd District. And my district is comprised of rural, urban, suburban, exurban. It's a pretty diverse district, and I do think we have an excellent. We serve as an excellent example of the critical role that USDA plays in, frankly, in every community across the country. You know, Kansas farmers and producers, in my view, are some of the best in the world, and would love actually to extend an invitation for you to come and visit us to see some of the innovative and certainly important work that they're doing out there. In addition to my role on the Agriculture Committee, I also serve on the Small Business Committee and Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. And through those roles, I really have had the chance to work on supply chain issues from quite a few different angles. Strengthening the agriculture supply chain is important for all Americans, particularly for our farmers and producers as they are providing food for folks. And I know that the USDA is doing a lot of work on this. There's tons of USDA employees who have taken steps to strengthen our agriculture supply chains as we recover from some of the recent challenges we've been seeing. And I'm particularly grateful for some of the USDA food inspectors and the folks who are taking the time to make sure that meat and poultry processing are happening in a safe and effective way. So I want to say that the progress that we've seen, which is a testament to the hard work of producers, processors, truckers, the intermodal workers, so many different people, we haven't seen the grocery costs that folks are dealing with come down for consumers in the way that, frankly, a lot of people need and would depend on. It remains a top concern for a lot of folks in my district, high grocery costs. And I did get the chance to discuss this with Deputy Secretary Torres Small this past fall, and would love to hear from you about some of the specific actions that USDA has been taking to increase the resilience of the agriculture supply chains to help bring down those costs for folks.
Well, let me give one example. Initiative that we're working with the Department of Transportation to make sure that we are doing a good job of understanding the flow and deciding or identifying where there may be barriers in the supply chain and the flow of goods from here to there that create additional cost or additional disruptions that can result in supply shortages, which in turn result in increased cost. We have an initiative with the Department of Transportation to basically share data and information and analyze that information so that we can identify problems. We also have an effort with the Department of Transportation to take a look at the supply of containers so that we know where there may be potential problems with container supply, that we can in turn make sure that adequate containers are available to basically move product. That's one area. And there's also the area, sometimes we forget the role that a particular disease or problem may result in terms of food costs. I'm thinking about HPAI, the avian influenza, and the impact and effect it has on eggs. When there is an outbreak, when there is an expansion of HPAI for the migratory bird population, well, we're working with the industry to try to figure out ways in which we can minimize that. But when it occurs, egg prices go up because it impacts the supply of eggs. So there are a multitude of challenges with reference to food prices.
Yeah, and I appreciate that that there are a multitude of issues. I do have a couple more questions. I will submit them in writing. And the only thing I would say is I would love to work with you and your team on finding any hiccups that might exist in those interagency, interdepartment agreements that you have when you're looking at things like supply chains. Thank you so much. I yield back my time.